The headlines today. In fact, in response to our report, the Ministry of Defense has asked the Italian government and concerned agencies through the NEA to provide the name and relevant documents relating to the alleged involvement of a serving brigadier of the Indian Army in the ongoing process for the acquisition of the 197 light utility helicopters for the Indian Army. The Ministry of Defense will take strong action against the offenders detected through this probe. This is the first official reaction from the Ministry of Defense to Headlines Today's exclusive report. Defense correspondent Shivaru joins us on this. Give us more details about the kind of action that is being contemplated, Shiv.
You can bet that if any details are established, Padmaja, of the involvement of either this brigadier who's been named or any of the other foreign nationals or Indian nationals who've variously been named in those many documents that are now in the possession of Italian authorities, you can bet that strong action will be taken, and that isn't conjecture, because like you just read out, and the press release is right now in my hand in response to Headlines Today's report, the MoD says, we will take strong action against the offenders detected through this probe. The Defense Secretary, we can confirm to our viewers, has written through the Ministry of External Affairs to the Italian government, demanding full details of the probe so far, copies of all the documents, some of which are in Headlines Today's possession, and especially those that specifically name both Indian and foreign nationals as having either solicited kickbacks or taking kickbacks in a VVIP helicopter deal. So this is a very strong statement coming out from the Ministry of Defense in response to various press reports and today's report by Headlines Today about the light helicopter deal. Clearly, this is A.K. Antony, the defense minister, who's reputed to be a man who's obsessed with transparency and is, highly allergic to allegations of this nature, trying to get on top of the ball as far as this story is concerned, getting all the details before taking action. It's a precarious situation because remember, Padmaja, the VVIP helicopter deal has already been signed. India has already paid millions of dollars towards that deal. In fact, the first helicopters will be delivered next month. The other deal does not involve AgustaWestland anymore, so that is beyond the question. But the specificity of the allegations in that memorandum, which Headlines Today has a copy of, is precisely what has made the MoD sit up, take notice, and ask for these details from the Italian government.
That brings me to my next question, and it's a two-pronged question. First, will it impact the actual deal in any way? And second, what does this mean to the company? Because if there were kickbacks solicited, they were also given by the company. That doesn't put Augusta in the clear either.
That's a good question. Actually, as far as the VVIP helicopter deal is concerned, Padmaja, nothing can happen as far as the delivery of helicopters is concerned. That's a done deal. But what the contract clauses actually have is a penalty clause, which the Indian MoD can actually invoke if it finds that some kind of malpractice or illegal commissions have been paid or middlemen have been used to actually swing the deal. The helicopters will still be delivered to the Indian Air Force, but there will be a financial penalty that will be imposed on AgustaWestland. On the other deal, if even more allegations are proven to be true, either in matter of this particular brigadier who we've named on our channel or any of the other people, then there is a possibility. It's the highest possibility. It's the last resort. But there is a possibility of of a company being blacklisted. There have been innumerable occasions in the past when if proof of commissions has come forward, it's been established, then companies have been blacklisted. As early as last year, remember, Padmaja, 6 companies were blacklisted for paying commissions far less than the ones being alleged in this particular contract with the Ordnance Factory Board. So the MoD is reputed to be pretty trigger happy when it comes to blacklisting, so it is a precarious situation as of now. And remember, in April this year, the A.K. Antony had released a very detailed statement saying that nothing would be left untouched, nothing is sacred. If corruption has been established, very strong action will be taken.
All right, let's see how this pans out for now. Shiv, thank you very much for filling in our viewers on the latest development. In fact, putting that in context, another scam involving Italian helicopter firm AgustaWestland has been unearthed by Headlines Today, and this has an army brigadier under the scanner. Headlines Today has exclusive information that the brigadier and 2 Indian nationals have been named in an Italian charge sheet for soliciting kickbacks in return for fixing a deal for the army. AgustaWestland is already facing heat for the lucrative 3,000 crore rupee VVIP helicopter deal. Italian investigators have zeroed in on AgustaWestland agent Guido Hash and have found incriminating documents which directly name an Indian Army officer, Brigadier V.S. Saini. The documents found at this man's mother's house also names two Indian nationals, Gautam Khaitan and Praveen Bakshi, indicating that they were also involved in talks with AgustaWestland to swing the deal their way. Now, Headlines Today has exclusive access to the memorandum unearthed by Italian authorities at Guido's residence. The memo mentions Brigadier Saini as someone who can tilt the deal in favor as compared to his predecessor who favored the French. It says Saini offered to eliminate the competition on technical grounds as well as conduct the trials in such a way that Augusta is favored. In return, Saini requested for a 0.5% of the deal's value as commission, which translated into approximately $5 million. The representatives of Praveen Bakshi and Gautam Khaitan, the other two Indian nationals named in the memo, have spoken to Headlines Today and have vehemently denied any wrongdoing on behalf of Aeromatrix, which is the company they represent. Meanwhile, the Army has confirmed to us that an effort is already on at the MoD level to ascertain all facts. There will be a full inquiry. More information is being gathered, and now, like we've just spoken to you, documents have been sought from Italy.